Good morning! How are we today? Everyone? Anyone? All of you? People?
We're okay. We're okay, Jon.
Good.
The voices of people.
Is that the voice of people?
That is the voice
Good.
of the person.
Well, I hope you are. I hope you all are wonderful, fabulous, amazing, and ready for a day of just complete awesomeness. And I can't see.
The sun's very bright.
Right, okay, so today what we're going to talk about is how to find the good from within the bad. Or,
Very
as
deep.
yeah, totally. How to find the good from within the bad, or as we could probably say in a simplified term, you know, all the good things that you can find from temporary defeat. And I think that's the thing. I mean, let's look at what is temporary defeat. So temporary defeat is basically when you fail at something, when something don't quite work out how you intended it to work out. This is not failure. This is not something that's complete failure. It's just a temporary defeat. That's all it is. Just because it's not worked doesn't mean you failed at it. Completely, utterly failed at it. You know, you don't suck at it. That happens when you stop doing it altogether. You know, when you walk away from something completely.
That's failure.
That's complete failure. But what you can take from temporary defeat, and that's what it is. I mean, we use failure as a term. You know, we failed to win. We failed to do this. But ultimately, it is just temporary defeat. Now, if you're in a race and you don't win, not really lost. All right, you've lost that particular heat. Do you know what I mean? That's temporary defeat. But it's not a complete loss unless you decide that you're never going to run that race again.
Mm-hmm.
So try, train, work harder, be faster, put more in, outwork the other people.
It's a good way of looking at it is like how an athlete looks at it, isn't it? Like how to beat your personal best. They're always striving to beat the personal best or the world record or whatever.
Definitely.
They don't like, oh, I've not beat my personal best today, I'm not going to run again. I'm hanging up the trainers.
I'm never doing it no more. I've done. That's it. I'm out. Yeah. But that's good. Do you know? Set yourself that challenge. You know what I mean? That's probably a good thing to do each day. Go for your PB each day. Do you know? Each day, try and crush your personal best. Try and defeat it. Try and be better. Try and do more than you did on your best day before. Better your best day. That's a good name, actually. Hashtag.
I knew you were going to hashtag it.
Hashtag better your best.
You've got to hashtag it.
Mm-hmm.
When you've got a good phrase, hashtag.
When you've got a good phrase, hashtag. That's another one. Hashtag. Hashtag when you've got a good phrase, hashtag.
Now, would you write hashtag or would you hashtag it?
You could do both. Hashtag with a hashtag. Hashtag. Shut up there, stop. Woo! Okay. Alright, so temporary defeat is what we're looking for. And it's never a true failure unless you stop completely, you know, unless you completely give up. That is what's a true failure. That's when you've really been defeated.
Same with the diet, innit? If you're on a diet and you have a chocolate bar, does that mean you stop eating healthily altogether? Or you stop your diet altogether because you fell off the wagon?
Because you fell off the wagon, yeah. Oh, I've had a Snickers. Oh, Snickers. Oh, I fancy a Snickers now, actually. I like them Whisper Gold. Anyway, well, do you know, I mean, you can use this scenario in lots of different situations, can't you? I mean, you look at what I've talked about for many times about the car and the sat-nav and stuff. Do you know, just because I've been temporarily defeated by traffic, don't mean I stop my journey to where I'm going. I just find an alternate route. Yeah, I took a wrong turn. Oh, that is a temporary defeat.
Which I do. With sat-nav a lot.
What, take a wrong turn?
Yeah, because I don't think a lot of the time it's very clear. You know, if I don't have the talkie bit on because it annoys the hell out of me. So I'll just be like looking at the screen and it'll look like you're staying on a road, and then just as you've gone past the junction you realise that it actually split into two and you're on the wrong bit.
Totally.
And then you've got to drive 20 miles, turn around and come back.
I don't know if I've told you this story before, but any of the guys watching from the old door-to-door sales days, if you watch this video, you'll laugh at this because it's something that's so... I remember it like like the back of my hand. But
Like it was yesterday.
like it was yesterday. Do you know, this is before like sat-navs became mainstream. Do you know, there weren't sat-nav units, there weren't no tom-toms, or certainly not here in the UK. So you'd got a smartphone, a PDA, which were about this big. It was like an iPad now. It's huge. And it had got installed on it, a satellite navigation system. And it was a trip.
I bet you thought you were great, didn't you?
Oh, awesome. Yeah, especially playing solitaire on it as well. But the guys were going on a trip up to Grimsby or somewhere like that. And this sat-nav took them so far, then parked them up and said, right, now you're going to have to take the ferry. Seriously. Now you're going to have to take the ferry. What? That's a sat-nav fail, not necessarily a user fail.
Do you remember the one that, not that long ago, when we were in Leeds?
Yeah, we did, yeah.
Our sat-nav said, you've gone as far as you can go,
Walk.
get out and walk the
Yeah,
rest of
get
the
out,
way.
get out and walk.
And turned itself off.
And then just shut down, yeah.
Abandoned us in the middle of Leeds. We didn't have a clue where we were or where we were supposed to be going.
You've gone as far as you can go now. You have to walk the rest of the journey. Good night. Just shut down. It's like, what? What are you doing?
Could we?
No, I don't know where I am. I'm sure we've drove down a bus lane. What's got cameras on it 100 times. But hey, we got there in the end. I mean, that's a perfect example of temporary defeat. You know,
Yeah.
we didn't turn around and think, do you know what? Sod this, we're going home. It were a temporary defeat, and life throws so many temporary defeats at you. Do you know, and that is all it is it's a temporary
They're
defeat.
there to challenge you, to test your strength.
Test you, challenge you. Yeah, definitely is. And we face these all the time. I mean, I've got a client I'm working with at the moment, and they've had a break-in. And it's a company it's a year or so old. It's still quite new in its infancy. So it's struggling a little bit. It's going well, but it's still struggling. It's not quite it's nowhere near where it needs to be. But when these times occur, it feels a lot more harsh, you know, because you're not flourishing to your full capacity. Something like this happens, and it's like, oh, the world's caving in. It's like really, really bad. However, what we've talked about is like, listen, how do we find the good from in the bad? So this is a bad stuff that's happened. No one wants to be burgled. No one wants to be broken into. But where is the good from this? You know, there's a good story in this. There's something that we can find positive in this temporary defeat.
Mm-hmm.
And so it turns out that it's created quite a lot of publicity in the area that it's in. It's been spread quite virally through things like Facebook, like social media. The local press has got a hold of it and covering a story. The radio's then got hold of it and wants to start to cover a story. And what it's actually done is it's created a load of free publicity where it's actually now generated new business from people that wasn't even aware that this business was there. And it's so easy for you to just shut down at these situations. I mean, look at this as a defeat rather than just a temporary defeat. Look for the good within the bad. Look for the positive stuff that can come from this. Everything happens and happens for reasons. No, do you know why has this happened? Well, who knows? We don't need to know though, do we?
You can look at it two ways, can't you? You can say, right, it's a temporary step back, and come back bigger and stronger, fighting. Come out your corner fighting sort of thing.
Yep.
Or you can go, oh, it's a sign. And
Here's my belly.
Yeah, it's a sign. It was never meant to be.
Yeah,
The world's trying to tell me something.
I'm gonna roll over. But listen.
But I think it depends on what mood you're in at the time as well, on how you take a temporary defeat.
Yeah. Oh, massively. And this is, again, it comes down to attitude, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, everything's about your attitude.
Yeah.
Everything. And if your attitude's in a tough, hard place at that time, what a knobhead. I mean, why come down? And breathe. Look at that, yeah, control. If we weren't filming, I'd have been told.
Watch out, babe, there's a car.
I know.
There's a bus.
I know.
Just so you're aware.
Anyway, so temporary defeat, that's what it is. Everything that happens, everything that you think is a real permanent failure is purely just a temporary defeat. So use it, learn from it. That's the biggest thing, learn from it. It's only really concrete, solid, a concrete, solid failure if you don't learn from it. Do you know, if you keep on doing it again, that's when it becomes permanent. So, do you know, just look for the good, look and learn.
Final thought?
Final thought is, do you know what, actually? Your final thought is exactly what we've just been talking about there. Look at all the stuff that happens and find the good in it. Look what anything is that's happened that's bad. This could be people's took you for a ride, you know, they're conning you for money, you're not getting support from people, you're not building enough business, you've been losing sales contracts to other competitions, people's bad mouthing you, whatever it is, and look for where the good is within that situation. Look for the positive. Look at it as a temporary defeat.
Okay, my final thought. If you are in a dark place when something bad happens and you do have the mentality of, right, that's it, I'm gonna give up, I'm gonna throw in the towel, find a way to change your mood and look at it in a positive light. Whether that be listen to your favourite piece of music, dancing around, do something that's going to alter
that attitude,
the mood that you're in, and then you'll find the positive.
Boom. Epic. Cool. Try it. Have a good day, guys.
Bye.
Go for your PB. #.